Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I created Magic and Miracles in order to help people of all walks of life achieve their manifestation goals. All the information from me is below. Please understand that I am not like any other coach on the internet because I actually have done the research for the last 15 years on myself, going through my journey, and have been a coach for 9 years. And so all the experience, everything that I've learned myself, all the things that I'm teaching in my coaching program, I've made it my own, out of my own understanding, the way that I would explain in more clear way, in more precise, in more practical way, so that it can be used every single day for your manifestations daily. No woo-woo, no complications, just straight up knowledge that will help you every single day. And you will be ever so wise to sign up, to subscribe to this channel and hit the like button, because you will receive pure gold information on this channel. My coaching is a three-step process. First, I cover your history, starting with your childhood, adolescence, college years, what have you, all the way up until today. I'm interested in every single detail because that will give me an in on how you operate today, with what belief system, what kind of energy you're operating from. And I will discuss this in this audio. This is very important. Why? Because this is the answer to everything. To not just to your SP, to your money, to the way you feel, what kinds of thoughts, what kinds of feelings. You live in this energy under the spell of your beliefs, okay? You need to dispel the shit, and that's what I'm really good at. After we process your after we cover your history, we process your emotions, the energy that is associated with that timeline that you don't seem to be able to get out of. It's really a very good idea to understand that the reason that nothing is changing right now for you is because you've grown accustomed to just accept the pain, accept the anxiety, accept all these things that you never questioned before, perhaps. That is not a normal way of operating in life. You should be effortlessly blissful. Manifestations should come effortlessly into your life. You should just breathe through life. Are there challenges once in a while? Yes, obviously. But you will know exactly how to deal with them, and you will eradicate those challenges in an effortless way. It will never touch you. You will never have anxiety or anything like that. So disconnecting from that timeline where you are this affected and being bogged down and maybe spiraling and doing all these things, that is not a way to live. And you should understand that. The last part, after processing emotions, which is not for the faint of heart, parenthesis here, because it's very hard to look at yourself, to look at the demons, at the fears, at the anxiety. It's because it's scary. It could be intimidating for certain people. But in coaching, I help you. I hold your hand throughout the entire process, and I help you really look at things for what they really are, giving it a different spin. That's being able to process it from the point of view of metaphysical, the point of view of really understanding what was what. And in my experience, in the experience of 9 years now of being a coach, every single time that I do this process with my clients, they have such magnificent aha moments. They reconsider a lot of things. They stop feeling like they're a victim of their reality. They're no longer the victim. They have the lessons that they're now finally learning with this perception of not being a victim but a creator, because the reality is you've never been a victim. You were just a child in your childhood who learned the wrong way, was exposed to some wrong ideas due to mama drama panorama, as I call it. So when you disembark from that timeline and you receive the knowledge like what that actually meant, your perception on life will radically change. And the last, but certainly not least, the last step of my coaching process is teach you manifestation the way that I think and I consider is supposed to be taught. Again, no woo-woo shit, no tricks and whistles. but straight up knowledge, straight up gold that you will be able to use every single day. I teach you energy work, which amplifies your manifestations through the roof. No joke, guys. And nobody teaches the energy work like I do. It's a very elegant, again, very practical way to amplify your manifestations and deal directly with the energetic world, completely bypassing what the 3D shows you. But again, I teach this in my coaching. And like I asked before, if you're wanting to take a specific course on this, I can probably set something up. But parenthesis here, the energy work only works when you are cleansed of your trauma panorama. It works extra well. Okay. Now, really quick, I wanted to update everybody as far as the installment payments for those who need those. I completely misinformed my audience, but that is only because I was myself misinformed. And I just found out last night that what I thought was not true, which is that the installment payments that I am offering are available all over the world. They're not. Unfortunately, they're not. And I had to find out just last night. That's what my website company told me, that, there are like 57 countries all over the world. Everybody can do it. No, they can't. Only the people from the United States can do it, unfortunately. That's just what it is. I have no control over it. So in other words, if you need installment payments and you're outside United States, unfortunately, I cannot help with that. I cannot accommodate that. You will have to figure out a solution of your own. Okay? Maybe grandma's pearls, selling grandma's pearls. Just kidding. I really do apologize for misinforming everybody, but that's the deal. Now, in addition to that, there is a new link for the signature coaching program. Directly in the description below. The update for those within United States is that now I added Afterpay. So I had Affirm, Klarna, now there is Afterpay as well. And also to remind everybody that if you are within United States, it's probably the best idea, if you're coming into coaching with me, to pay for the entire 3 months, okay? I'm kind of leaning towards that being actually mandatory, to just complete 3 months in my coaching, all right? So, because I'm seeing more and more that that's actually the time, which is not a lot of time at all. So what I create, the link permits you to add more than 1 month. So in other words, when you click on the link, it gives you the ability to add 3 months and then pay with installments. And the feedback I'm getting from my other clients who have used this for the installment payments say that this is a better deal in terms of the installments, the percentage, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm passing this knowledge over to you. Now, I want to accommodate as many people as possible in my coaching, but the reality is I'm only one person. So if you've been thinking about coming into coaching with me, now is the time, okay? So I can help you sooner rather than later. And when people, get together with me, they never want to leave my coaching. I don't know what to say, okay? I say that it's 2 to 3 months for me to go over the coaching program in earnest and for me to feel like I really transformed your life, transformed your energy. But people do stay with me longer. Now, that will be a different package, parenthesis here, will no longer be the 3 times per week that I'm doing. But still, people really want to hold on. And again, if you want to be in coaching with me, recommended is that you book right away. And please make sure you sign the coaching agreement, which is attached to all of the packages on my original website. Alternatively, you can download it from the coaching agreement section on my original website, okay? Now, through the website that is attached directly to YouTube, you still have access to payment installment link. It is also in the description. You just have to copy it and paste it into the browser. It's not a click link, okay? If you have any questions about what I just said, please don't hesitate to contact me. My email is below. So the subject of today is you have your SP under your spell. So even if right now your SP is not with you, and you're having problems, you still have them under your spell. It's just the spell in reverse. The energy with which you're operating right now may be blocking them from being exactly who you want them to be. And I really wanted to say this in this audio is that a lot of you come to me with SP problems. That's a given. I understand that. But I really wish that, the people that come to me, they tell me their stories. They say they went to this coach, to that coach, did this program, did this course, blah blah blah, and and they still don't understand why their life is not together, why their life is falling apart in many cases. I wish that somebody told you, my darling loves, at some point that it's not about the fucking course. If the course isn't about you, if the course isn't exploring your personal energy and how you feel, not a goddamn fucking course will work. You are the spell. So, yes, they're under your spell, but what kind of energy are you residing in right now? Okay, so that's the whole shebang. If you want your SP back, stop worrying about your SP. Start worrying, in quotations, about yourself. Because you're it, baby. You're the spell. You're the magic spell that you're going to have over your SP. Make no mistake, you're not a victim right now. They're very much a construction of your mind, a construction of your consciousness. You're conducting them in the way that you are, just like I spoke about it in the last audio. The third party, if you have one, is only there because of your consciousness, because you placed her or him there with your consciousness of, I can't have what I want. That's the deal with a lot of people also, just in general, but in my coaching for sure. If you're screaming loud and clear with your actions, with your vibration, with your energy, not even with your thoughts sometimes, it's just energetic, it's subconsciously already downloaded on such a level that you just automatically gravitate towards, I can't have what I want. So you say that you want what you want. You say that you want your SP, but underneath it, you have such a different story playing. This is the story that you need to get to know. There is no other fix that you will have. So obsessing over your SP and crying and being depressed over them is really a waste of colossal time. Your job is you. First of all, your job is you for the rest of your life. Okay? You need to be self-sufficient. You need to be autonomous. You need to be completely understanding of the value that you hold in the universe. Nobody has the chance to take it away from you. Only you have the chance to give it up. Okay, it's just like in the Bible, just like I set it down, I can also pick it up. I'm paraphrasing. Nobody takes away my life. I have the right to put it down. I have the right to pick it back up. Pick it the fuck back up. Okay? This is very much in your power. Even if you're having issues right now all over, across the board in your life, understand this is showing you something. It's presenting to you a situation that has been constructed by your unconscious. Subconsciously, you are presenting yourself the situation in order to fix something. This is a magnificent opportunity for you. So you should take it as such and take interest. When you're curious rather than afraid, when you're curious and thirsty for knowledge and understanding rather than being upset about something, it really gives it a different spin. You see, and then you're in for a journey that will transform your life, quite literally. But don't look for the solution in the SP, because you are the solution. So understand that when you're coming into coaching, you're not coming in for the SP. You're not. That's just a symptom. You're going in to really examine the deeper root of all these situations, of all these internal thoughts, conversations, feelings, energies. Completely, you're manipulating your energy in such a way right now, unknowingly so, and your purpose, meaning your job is to create things on purpose, but unknowingly so, you're manipulating your world, your energy in such a way where you don't get to have what you want. Okay, so zeroing in on that would be job one. And I've spoken about this on my channel over and over again. So your energy holds people, events, circumstances the way that they are. And don't expect another outcome. It's just like I always say, it's like your life is a rerun of the same episode. Courtesy of Ket V, by the way, this expression. Don't want to take away any any rights from Ket V of her creation. It's a rerun of the same episode. So you've already seen this shit. You've read that book. You've watched that fucking movie. Isn't it time for a change? But asking for other people to change whilst you don't change is lunacy at best. Okay? It will never fucking work. It's like putting a square peg into a round hole and expecting for it to fit. No, darling, no. And you're all adults, so I can speak to you like, like real grown-up people. Take responsibility for your own life and figure out a better way to be, because clearly this is not fucking working. Take away the energy that you're residing in right now and replace it with something that you actually desire, energetically. The desirable outcome is always present there. And the picture will shift dramatically. But the energy that it's working off of is your own energy. So right now, and this is something I wanted to share. When I coach people and I watch them in my sessions and I hear them speak, I pick up on a lot more than what they're saying. And I can read people really well, but more than that, I can read their energy. And when they're first coming into me, I see the darkness around them. I really pick up on this energy that was transferred to them. Again, from Mama Drama Panorama. What does that mean? Literally from your mom, from your dad, from your siblings, maybe even from somebody who did something really wrong by you, from some kind of major discomfort, unresolved issues, blah, blah, blah. This energy is very much attached to you. I don't really want to freak you out, but it's the truth. And I can see this energy. And it's not until you disconnect from this energy that has no business being in your aura, has no business being in your energy, that you really see the light shine through. And it's like, what just happened? Everything happened because your energy just completely changed. So digging into this and diving in as deep as you can possibly handle. And my advice is go all the way. Why? Listen, chances are, the majority of the people that come to me are in their 40s. Let's just be real. And I believe, for one, that life really does start at 40. Why? I don't know. For me, that's how I see it. I loved, turning 40. I literally did. And I couldn't wait to turn 40 because for me, it was like being triumphant in life. Like I can really appreciate life. I can really appreciate myself. I can really appreciate everything. So life really starts at 40 and you have done something already for decades and decades. You owe this to yourself. This changeover, it really can start right now. You're not too old, and some of you are older, but it's still not too old. It's the perfect fucking time. Dwelling on how long it took you to get here, forget about it. All of that was necessary. You can turn your knowledge into a lemonade, okay? And use everything that, quote unquote, went wrong in the past to your advantage. In other words, what not to fucking do, how not to behave, what not to say, poopa poopa poo. Today is a brand new day. If you approach life this way, today is a brand new day. I have a chance to make a different choice. I have a chance to conduct my thoughts differently. I have a chance to attract my SP back after all this time because I know I've changed. And this is the other thing that I really wanted to tell everybody is that when you're listening to my channel, understand that I'm coming from a perspective of a healed person now. Okay, I've been healed for a long, long time. And so for me, it's easy to discuss these things like they're nothing because they are nothing. Meaning it's easy, it's effortless for a healed person. If you're listening from the point of view of unhealed, that there are wounds inside of you and this and that, energetically and emotionally speaking, it's not going to hit the same. It's going to sound, sometimes people say like you're bragging, like you're rubbing it into our faces, ba 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 boo. By the way, that's an insecurity of your own, but whatever. But that's the way you're listening and hearing it. But it's not meant to make you feel bad about you or where you you are. It's meant to encourage you, to tell you this is where you could be also. Okay, like when some people, like haters now, okay, not even mocking me, but like haters tell me I'm a witch. No, motherfucker, I'm not a witch. First of all, if you knew how to do what I do, you wouldn't be calling me a witch. You would be really happy. But that you don't know how to do it, this is why you're calling me a fucking witch. I'm not a witch. I'm just a masterful creator. Duh. And you are irritated that you don't know how to do it. Because another thing that I really wanted to say, most people use manifestation as some kind of like, get out of jail card. It doesn't work like that. Let's just manifest quickly. Let's go. Without doing the work on themselves. How is that supposed to work? No, it's never going to work. Even if you attract that SP back, it's going to be gone in 3 fucking seconds. There's no magic trick. Okay? The magic trick is you. Or worrying about manifesting your SP more than anything. Like the entire focus is on what I can do for the SP. Again, this is a form of people pleasing. Like what affirmation can I say about them? What I can imagine, what's seen, what this. Listen, it's far more productive, again, to do the job in-house. And again, worry in quotations, because not really worrying, but that's the word that I'm using right now, about yourself, how you feel. Affirmation, if you're using those, I call them declarations. Again, courtesy of Ket V, came up with that word in conversation. It's a declaration. It's not affirm. No, that's fucking a waste of time. If you don't believe it and you're affirming it, it's not going to end up well. Okay, you rather invest time in arriving at the belief that you are that powerful, that anything you say will literally materialize, so that you have to be careful what you say, kind of deal. But not in a also kind of like obsessive way. Sometimes I see this in people. No, it's just if you deliberately, intentionally take a moment and you're creating and you're in a creative mode kind of deal and you're planting a seed, you have to really watch what you say, because everything will come true. Not just, haphazardly like what you said in a conversation and this and that. The universe is not evil. That's another thing. I don't know where people get their knowledge from, but the universe is not evil. It wants to support you. So something that you say haphazardly and unintentionally will never materialize if you have this understanding. If you're afraid that everything that you say will materialize, well, that's an order too, and it's a belief, quite frankly. But if you believe that the universe is entirely on your side and will never fuck you up if you don't fuck yourself up, that's what reality really is, and that's how things really happen. But people manifest for all the wrong reasons, completely bypassing themselves, and again, solely focusing on the SP. It's backwards. It's completely fucking backwards. No meditation will help you achieve your result this way. No affirmation, no process, nothing. If you're disregarding the golden Buddha that you are, the God of your reality that you are, how the fuck are you supposed to arrive at a result? Don't worry, I'll wait. Seriously, a lot of people really are misinformed out there and really don't get the correct information, or maybe just get the wrong impression. But you know what? I don't blame you. I would too if I were listening to these ding-dong coaches with their blueberry pies in their hand and glitter in their eyes and hair. Like, you're not a coach. You're just, I don't know what you are, quite frankly. You just heard something, some idea, and you're regurgitating it. The thing is this, that when you do a deep dive into your consciousness and you really understand what kind of energies you're operating from, all of those energies that you have gotten accustomed to in your childhood, like I already mentioned, they're very much still with you. Okay, I don't want to spook you out again, but those thoughts, those voices that you hear in your head telling you you're no good and all that kind of stuff, it belongs to somebody that you used to know. It came from something else. And the reason that they are attached to you and they're very much kind of like swirling around you is because you let them stay. Right now, you're not strong enough to eradicate this shit, but you could. But that this energy is around you and it's attached to you, you need to cleanse that energy. And I help people do that in my coaching. I have a very different relationship with the invisible world than most people do, I find, or maybe you do have the same relationship, but I see energy. I can feel energy. I can see energy. It's not so mysterious to me. Okay, it's not for the faint of heart. So maybe if you saw it the way I see it, it would freak you the fuck out. But the world, the universe is very much full of energies. The things that seem invisible to you, they're still there. So you're not crazy when something is coming over you. It's an energy. If it feels inauthentic, if like anxiety, like the desire to kind of like sabotage things, the thoughts that come to you that tell you you're worthless, all of this comes from a non-benevolent energy that got stuck to you, that you never processed it. This is how serious of a job you have to really take that deep dive and understand what to unplug. Because those energies, those fears, those thoughts, make no mistake, they do not want you to succeed. They're not your friends. They're not. They're just vampires sucking your good energy and keeping you stuck in the same fucking state of being or being under the impression that you're powerless, essentially. Meanwhile, you're the most motherfucking powerful person in the fucking universe. In your universe, you're the most powerful person. And this is what I teach people to realize about themselves. The things that you may have manifested up until now ain't shit. Ain't shit. You should be able to manifest with such mathematical precision and with such effortless kind of attitude that it's a no-brainer. This is just how your world works. You know, when I started talking to many people on YouTube, especially, it was very eye-opening for me because I realized, wow, people really don't think how I think, you know? And there was this adjustment period for me because I realized, like, yeah, my coaching is very much needed out there in the YouTube stratosphere because nobody does the job that I do. Nobody understands it the way that I do. But the reality is that once you start doing this deep dive, you really understand quite a bit about yourself. And you never go back to the same like poverty thinking in terms of I cannot do anything. It's not nothing even to do with money, although that could be a part of it, certainly. I mean, if you have lack mentality across the board, it will manifest in money too. And as a parenthesis here, I'll always encourage my clients to start their own business, get more money, you know, get more abundance, get that flowing into your world. Because again, from the point of view of the person that you are right now, you're just not equipped to manifest your SP. I'm sorry to break it to you. This is why it's happening. You need to create this abundance internally, abundance in everything, in money, in confidence, in being able to do whatever the fuck you want, manifesting whatever the fuck you want, provided you're benevolent, of course. Always have to squeeze that in. So knowing how to harness this power in your favor versus being convinced that you're powerless. This is the spell that you have over your SP. The whole world, the whole arena of the world is waiting for you to realize that you have this fucking power. I've been saying this for like 2 years. The whole world is waiting on you. I have this audio on my channel. Your SP is waiting for you to get your shit together. So true. Because you have a different version waiting for you that doesn't require you to be a victim. It requires you to be on par, the boss bitch, okay? The motherfucker, empowered person who does understand their power, does understand why they belong to be confident and not cocky, but confident, always, you know, treat people nicely, but don't go back on your worth. This is, you sold out. At some point, somebody convinced you to sell the fuck out and give up your power. Very bad proposition. Very bad deal. But you signed off on that deal. Time to fucking destroy in the shredder that contract and start brand new. How you do this? With your emotions, again, with the quality of thoughts. It's not that mysterious when people talk to me about thoughts. It's just like, you like nice things, right, in your world. What would make you feel good? It's as simple as that. What are the quality of the thoughts that you're thinking? Like, you can tell a really magnificent car, like a Rolls Royce, from a not so great car. Whatever. I'm not even naming cars anymore because some people get offended. Whatever the car may be. Okay, I'm not a car connoisseur, but you can tell a magnificently engineered car, like a Rolls Royce, versus a not so great car. A car that costs $5,000, okay, versus $500,000 kind of deal. So if your thoughts make you feel like a $5,000 car versus $500,000 car, That's the difference, okay? The quality of the thoughts and what feels better, and you investing on purpose in those good thoughts, in those Rolls Royce kind of thoughts. What makes you feel better? Go with what makes you feel better and start making it an everyday routine, an everyday purpose. This energy will amplify itself as you're reverberating throughout the universe with this new energy. In other words, if something makes you feel like shit, it's not your kind of fucking party. Okay, you need to abandon that party, metaphorically speaking, and embark on something that will completely serve you. Right now, you're in a dysfunctional cycle. Really just using your power against you, really not knowing that you have this power. When you embark on this commitment that I'm going to do me, I'm going to feel elegant, beautiful, loved, confident, prosperous, because that's who the fuck I am. This is who the fuck I've always been. I am this magnificent, powerful witch, if you want to say. The white witch of the West. This is who I really am, and it all has been in my power the entire time. Pick it back up, okay? Override completely the nonsense that the fears are telling you and start investing into something greater than you have ever invested in. And that's a whole other journey that I offer my clients, which they cannot fucking believe by the end the coaching is finished. Who have they become? I mean, it's literally a different person. I see sometimes my clients go through this journey, and just for fun, I watched the very first session when they first embarked on this journey with me. It's literally a different person. The body language, the energy, the way they talk, how they perhaps the first time around they're bugged down, really sad, and then fast forward to maybe the last session, maybe one of the last sessions. Certainly, towards the end, there's a transformation. There's usually a demarcation sometime, towards like, I don't know, month 3 or something, somewhere in the middle there. And there's a session usually, like from one session to another, I don't recognize my client. They now have completely absorbed this energy of the golden Buddha. And they're confident, they're not afraid, no anxiety, nothing like that. They're totally fucking confident. And they don't fucking obsess over their SP. They're so invested now in their own success that SPs come on a regular, it's just a regular situation. Whether you want to date or you want to attract a specific person or you want to bring back that specific person, whatever the fuck it is, it doesn't matter. It's just, it goes according to your plan, but it isn't your sole focus. It should never be your sole focus. That's the whole backwards premise that everybody, like a lot of people are under this impression that should be your sole focus. No, darling, no. No, darling, no. You should be your sole focus. And that's not fucking narcissism. That's just the way that things are set up. If you don't have the energy, if you don't have the understanding that you are the God and complete reality of your universe, that whatever you decide, whether on purpose or unconsciously, will play in your reality, if you don't understand that, well, there's going to be some things to work through. Or, you're just going to be presented with the same shit show over and over again. So, utilizing thus your energy, this golden power that you have as a golden Buddha, utilizing your precious energy. You have so much good energy underneath it all. The real energy that is authentically you. It's mind fucking blowing. If you get rid of all this drama, trauma, panorama, I fucking promise you will be blown away by who you really are. Because I had to find out that for myself in my own journey. And when I finally arrived, it took me a couple of years. I'm not going to lie. I've self-work on myself and I was really deliberate and diligent with it. When I realized what I was really worth, it was around like 30, 31, this kind of deal. Whoa. I reconsidered a lot of things in my life, and I was kind of pissed at myself for a little bit there. But then I was like, you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. I learned a lot. I took away so much knowledge. And like I said, knowledge means making lemonade, right? When life gives you lemons, make the fucking lemonade. And this is why I'm able to coach all of you guys. So it's never a waste. It's always an investment, right? Everything is a fucking investment if you really see it this way. But when you get to know your golden energy, it's like game over. Game over. You will be creating magic and miracles in your life on a daily. On a daily. With everything that I'm going to teach you, and my approach truly works over and over again, provided you come prepared to work. That's all I ask. And follow my guidance. You will arrive at your destination. No questions asked. Just follow my guidance. Don't fucking argue with me. Don't resist me. You know, you came to me for a reason because you heard my audios and you understand that I know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I really, really fucking do. Just follow my guidance. It's not a dictatorship by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm assuming you're coming to me because I know something that you don't, or I can explain to you something that you don't understand right now. Okay? So just follow the yellow brick road and you will arrive there. It just works just like that. Like I always say, I wish somebody explained this to me in my 20s, that would really fucking help me out. My 20s, they were fucking miserable. Miserable as shit. Which is why I can recognize this kind of state of being in my clients. And I so sympathize and I so understand. But it's your job, my darling, to do something about it. And it's done one-on-one. It's not about coaching once a week, which is what I hear like in some sessions from some client. Like, who the fuck coaches somebody once a week? I mean, as a touch-up session, like after you've been coaching with me for 3 months, fine. But as a starting out, like that's not enough. Or once a month, even worse. No, you're supposed to do it in this intense way 3 times per week. Really hit the bullies, the dark energies around you, you know, head on. That's it. I've had it. And stick to your guns. Believe me, and this is what I'm going to say last, the things that you think you want right now, the SP and that's it, that's not actually what you want. I mean, you do want your SP, I'm not going to argue with that, but that is just the tip of the iceberg. The things that you will manifest in your fucking life after allowing yourself to really be authentically you with your pure energy, not back down anymore, will blow your mind. Will just blow your mind. You'll be like, fuck, I was obsessing over one person and meanwhile the whole world was waiting for me here. I'm not saying it's not, you know, it's wrong or something or anything. I'm not discouraging you, okay? Relax, please, from your SP. But what I am saying is that there's a lot more at stake here than just your SP, which is worth in investing in. This is how you get your way every single time. This is how you get any fucking SP back in no time. And it doesn't have to take years. Thank you very much for listening. We will have a live tomorrow. So yay, I will post that. So watch out for that. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you need to ask me any questions about my coaching or anything I've just said, please, again, email me directly below. Thank you so much. And until the next, ciao, ciao.